All right. So, Lightning OTF. This thing has had the shit beat out of it. This was another $20 purchase at a pawn shop. Can't cut shit with this. Now this is like Chinese pot metal. People are like, oh, what is it, 440 stainless? No, this is below 440 stainless. This is just garbage. To show you, will it poke through paper? Absolutely. How's it cut? Look at that. Just horrible. Let's do that again to make sure that you guys can see. Horrible job. So we're going to attempt to fix that tonight. You know, the whole idea behind OTFs is to be used as a self-defense knife, in my belief. But a lot of people use them for everyday carry shit. And the problem with OTFs is, like, a lot of people will use this to open mail, and the sticky shit gets all over the blade, and then when you retract it, all the sticky shit gets caught in the knife, which causes it to have firing issues later on down the road. So when you pick one of these up at a pawn shop, it's not necessarily the blade that you want to be paying attention to. It's the action. You want to make sure that the thing actually fucking fires, because if it doesn't, now you have to take it apart, and putting these back together is a pain in the ass. I've only fixed one OTF in my life, and it was not a Microtech. It was I believe it was an older version of the Lightning OTF. So what we're starting off here is 220. I forgot to check the, yeah, that's good, the angle. So this really isn't, you know, God only knows what steel this is made out of, but I would venture to say that this isn't even 440 stainless. I would venture to say that this is like Chinese pot metal, most likely. But yeah, you can poke a hole in something with it, but it's not a choice. You know, if my life was going to depend on a knife, I would spend a lot more than $20 on it. You know what I mean? But OTFs are fun. So are gravity knives. Making sure I'm maintaining a nice even line there. Looks like we're getting all the way down to the apex, so that's good. Trying to keep all this in frame. Fucking YouTube dinged me for the jazz that I was playing without lyrics. And I specifically look for songs that don't have lyrics to them because it becomes a problem when I'm trying to post the video. And I don't know if it necessarily affects my views, but You know, if they're gonna ding me for shit that doesn't have lyrics to it, then I might as well just go ahead and put music that has lyrics to it in the fucking video. And after I make this, I'm gonna be so pissed off if they take my video down. Seven years ago, when I had a very popular YouTube channel, I never had an issue using music that had lyrics in it. Now they've got AI that just dings you for everything, annoyingly, for any reason. Reasonably satisfied with that edge. Usually when I buy knives, the black looks nice, it looks nice, but once you go to use it, it starts to scratch, and whenever those things get scratched, they just look like shit. So they look cool if you never use them, which self-defense knives aren't really meant to be used more than, you know, the time you need it. So we're also kind of doing a reprofiling here because the bevel is kind of unknown. It was probably at like a 20-degree angle, and I'm doing more of a 17-degree angle on it. Really trying to clean up that tip. OTFs aren't, they should be both pokers and slicers, but fucking if it doesn't poke, I don't know what kind of steel this is made out of, so I don't know how sharp we're going to be able to get this thing. Reasonably satisfied with that, so we're going to bump it up to 320. Alright. Just trying to make sure everything's still in frame here. I got another OTF. you know, I really wish it wasn't fucking like rainbow colored or whatever the fuck that bullshit is. But this thing is dull as fuck as well. It's, you know, the part of the issue is that it's dual. Horrible job at cutting. Sorry, I keep bumping into the camera. But, I don't know if I'm gonna invest the time in that one just yet. People are still firing off fireworks. It's past midnight. The day after fucking 4th of July. This fucking homeless guy that about a month ago was looking in the back of my car through the window, and his greasy ass nose fucking left a bunch of marks all over my back window. And the problem is I detail my car literally every other day. The Speed Shine, I really take care of that thing, and you know, keeping the plastics nice and oiled. And so it was immediately fucking noticeable when I walked up to my car and saw a bunch of nose prints all over my window. So we caught the guy who did it, and he was in a total denial and, you know, whatever. So I told him, you know, my car is my way of life. So if you damage it or destroy it, you know, that's, I know the law says it's illegal or whatever, but I can promise you it's going to cost you yours. And today, we walked outside and I was smoking a cigarette on the balcony. I love smoking outside. I love being outside and just observing. And sure shit, there he is, walking around, looking for cigarette butts on the ground. And he should know that everybody is so annoyed with homeless people that we're not going to throw down cigarettes that have been half smoked as a deterrent to keep you the fuck away. Because if it's just like a cat, if you give it food, it's going to keep coming back. Well, we don't want homeless people to continue to come back. We're annoyed with them. They're very annoying. They're very destructive. You know, they break into people's cars and steal change and fucking, you know, they're just not wanted generally. And so I smoked mine all the way down to the butt. That's still... before we toss it, we smoke it down to the butt. And me and my next door neighbor Tim, we're both in an agreement that we hate homeless people to the core of our souls. Shit. So, yeah, he was like, you know, walking around in front of the apartment, and I saw him again, and he comes up, he's like, "Hey man, you got a cigarette?" I was like, "What?" He's like, "You got a cigarette?" And I told him no. And I was like, "Wait a minute, aren't you that guy that was looking through people's windows and shit? Why are you here?" You know, technically you can't do anything to him because looking through somebody's window isn't against the law. Their car window, at least. You know, no damages were created, but one day he's gonna get the balls to do it. And I have cameras that point directly towards my car. And they're very powerful cameras. They're like 4K resolution cameras that I'm able to zoom in and read license plates, and they're good cameras. And they're night vision as well. And their night vision is amazing. Amazing quality. Try to smoothen this up as best as I can. Before I move on to 600. I don't think the other side's going to be as big of a issue as this one. That might be a total waste of time to even bother sharpening this thing. So I don't know what kind of metal it's made out of. It's made out of pot metal. It's not going to hold an edge anyway. It's going to immediately become a problem. And that would be my guess. Lightning OTFs, they're like $35 brand new. Oops. This little fucker here. That's a cool fucking knife. The problem is it's shaped in such a way you really can't sharpen this fucking thing. It's like rolled steel. Like it's in a circular shape down here. Yeah, if I can get this thing to shave paper, it'll be a fucking miracle. But I'm not going to be disappointed if I can't. Kind of don't want to waste any more time taking this thing through, you know, ceramics and all that. Kind of want to see if it does paper now. We're on 800 grit. I mean, if it don't shave paper by now, it ain't going to. Because this is really the last polishing, well, before the ceramic polish. Yeah, we might just strop this thing and fucking see if we can get it to shave paper. It'd be a fucking miracle if it does. That's not terrible. See if we've wasted our time. Definitely a lot sharper than what it was, that's for sure. I'm not that little shave test that people do. Not the greatest at it, but definitely sharper than what it was, that's for sure. Yeah, OTFs, you can see on the blade there's still some apex issues. But you see that in the reflection. But yeah, main thing, you go buy an OTF, see that? This fires every now and again, but it's got strong action. Huh, look at that. You get what you pay for, that's for sure. Would I want my life depending on an OTF, Lightning OTF? No, I would not. Microtech? Yeah, I probably would be okay with that. But, you know, that's a disaster. All right, guys. Y'all have a good night. Peace.